Online Video Games here, and today I'm going to talk about how to get more views on your YouTube channel. Now, when I started out creating videos on YouTube, I started creating videos in 2007. Within a period of less than 2 years, I got over 2 million views. Now you may be asking yourself, how the hell is that possible? Well, let me explain. First, if you're interested in getting views and having a viewership or an audience, you have to have quality content, meaning you should be consistent in whatever you do. In other words, if your videos are normally an hour-long movie, then continue creating an hour-long movie. That way your audience will expect you to create hour-long movies, as opposed to a reviewer who may consistently do 15-minute reviews. In other words, whatever you're showing, make sure it's consistent. I mean, when I started out on YouTube, I used to do a bunch of ranked Xbox Live matches, and then I would do I guess you could call it a playthrough, walkthrough of a game, but I did my videos in a consistent order, meaning if somebody saw part 22, they would send me a ton of emails for part 23, and then if I did a Halo ranked match, people would want to challenge me on Xbox Live or would be looking forward to the next video. In other words, just make sure whatever you do, you keep doing the same type of video genre or video style, or same type of video genre or video style if it's working. So just be consistent. That's my first tip though, because then you'll have an audience that is interested in your videos based on consistency, and not have a bunch of different people there who like different series, and then they may stop watching your videos if you're not giving them the series as they originally watched on your channel. Because when you try to appear to satisfy everybody, you don't satisfy anyone. On the other hand, when you try to satisfy a limited amount of people, you usually satisfy those limited amount of people. In other words, be very consistent with your content. If you're a game reviewer, stick to game reviews. If you're a movie reviewer, stick to movie reviews. If you show cooking, stick to showing how to cook different types of foods. So be consistent. That's my first tip. My second tip, which I think would be extremely valuable for you to follow, would be to make videos about popular categories or make videos about popular trends. In other words, let's just say everybody is playing the PlayStation 6 and you're making reviews about PlayStation 1 games. That is not going to give you as much that's not going to give your videos as much attention as opposed to playing PlayStation 6 games and making reviews and playthroughs and walkthroughs of PlayStation 6 games, because people love the news and they love updated information. PlayStation 1 games are older games that people have probably experienced, and even if they haven't experienced, there's probably already a plethora of content on the internet already of older content, so then you're competing against established older content for a category that's not popular anymore. In other words, whatever you're trying to do, keep your content consistent and updated. I mean, a lot of the people consistently watch videos on YouTube to find out the latest information about somebody's channel or video gaming news or news in the world. So, in other words, people love seeing new content, and if you're delivering old content, it may not be as easy to get a audience as it would be if you're delivering new content, although it's still possible. I mean, the Angry Nintendo Nerd delivers fantastic content and he reviews old games, but if you don't want to spend, let's just say, 50 hours creating a video, or however long it takes, I know this is a bit of an exaggeration, but let's just say if you don't want to spend 20 hours creating a video and you'd prefer to create a video within 10 minutes, I mean, doing newer content will probably have a more appealing effect to the average viewer than just doing older content within 10 minutes, because if you are making a video with content that somebody's already seen, they are going to want something new in there. In other words, you're going to have to be creative, and not rather than now just playing the new game that nobody's seen before, you're playing the old game that somebody's seen before. So why would they watch your video? Well, it's got to have some jokes, it's got to have some humor, it's got to have some entertainment, could have something unexpected in the video. In other words, you have to be extremely creative if you do older content. I mean, look at the Angry Nintendo Nerd. He uses a ton of special effects. He has friends that help him out with his videos, though. He takes hours to edit the video and do the voiceovers. In other words, though, he spends a plus or amount of time creating those older videos, and those videos are excellent and they do gain a lot of attention. But if you're just looking to get a large audience on YouTube, though, it may be easier for you to play newer games that people are more interested in, as opposed to playing older games that people have already seen that do not have a twist to them. Alright, those are my 2 tips there. I was trying to think of a third tip. Oh yeah, use social media. What does this mean? Have a Facebook fan page, use Twitter. You may want to use Tumblr. And there's also other video sites that you can upload your videos to, which would be bliptv.com. There's also, I think, justintv.com, which allows for live streaming. There's Mega Video. What is there? There's Dailymotion. What else is there? Trying to think of some other sites. And then there's videos you can search for on Google and AOL. But in other words, though, there's a bunch of ways to distribute your content and your messages and to keep your audience updated. So by having multiple methods of communicating, there's also a VOD as well. You can gain a larger audience, because if you're uploading your videos to 50 different sites, this probably will gain a lot more attention overall as opposed to just uploading them to one site. Because by the random chance if somebody goes to Dailymotion instead of YouTube, then they would never have been able to see your video if it wasn't on Dailymotion, and then they may research your channel a bit more and find out that your main channel is on YouTube through social media, because they have it on YouTube where you can connect your Facebook account, you can connect your Twitter account, and then it leads to your YouTube link. So for example, on my Twitter, when I post a new video, it shows that I posted a new video on YouTube. So if somebody is following me off Twitter, they could click on that link in order to see my latest video on YouTube. And you really want to use social media to your advantage. Another tip, I prefer not to use the word sing, I apologize about that. But another tip, though, would be to, I guess, engage with your audience. What this means is your audience wants to see XXX wants to see XXX. In other words, if a plethora of audience members want to see a specific playthrough review or hear your opinion about something, try to abide by that request, though, because without your audience, though, I mean, there's no without your audience, there's no viewership for you. In other words, though, you always have to remember the source, and your audience is your source. So meaning, if you can't even maintain your audience's views or even gain a new audience, then you have no audience, and then your videos won't be viewed at all. But if your videos are consistently done well enough, if they're remember, if your videos are consistent in content, are about newer content, and if you use social media to distribute your videos, and you interact and engage with your audience, though, through networking, your audience will probably enjoy your videos enough to inform their friends about your videos, so they could share their entertainment with other people, and then through word of mouth, one video could rapidly spread. For example, I think the video on YouTube that I was watching, the Ray William Johnson, his video Goodbye Ray William Johnson video, or whatever the show's called, and he was showing the video about, I think it's called The Girl with an Unusual Talent or something. She basically, for about 36 seconds, I think it is, she listens to this generic music. It sounds like elevator music, and she starts moving her eyebrows. A simple idea, though, where she's essentially using her eyebrows to dance to the music. And that video, within, I think, less than 2 weeks, got over 21 million views. In other words, though, how did they get all these views so rapidly for a new account, though? I mean, networking. Somebody likes a video, they tell their friend tells their friend, their friend tells their friend, and their friends tell their friends, and then it rapidly spreads. So try to be consistent in your content. Try to listen to your audience. Try to keep your audience informed about the latest content, and use social media to grow a larger audience. And I think if you listen to all these tips, though, and if you try to follow them as best as you can, though, and you try to always improve your videos, because there seems to be something that we should all be. I think though there is at least something for me that I can always try to improve in my videos though, so I never limit myself to saying, oh, this video is perfect. I always know that this video could have been better, but then why do I upload it? Well, it would be too much of a hassle to re-record this 2 trillion times until I get a video that I think is slightly better than the other. But in other words, though, I'm trying to always improve my content as well. So that could be the 5th step, trying to always improve your content in whatever you do, trying to be a better speaker, trying to be a better commentator, trying to be more consistent in your content, trying to be prepared before you make this video. So rather than just making a video though, you may want to make a script, you may want to do research before you make a video, you may want to have visuals in your video though that you can show that reflects your opinion about the game, or you may want to present facts from a credible source, in other words from a website that is related to the topic you're talking about, that is written well. But I hope that all of the information helped you, and like I said, use it to your advantage, take advantage of this information, because I mean it seemed to be greatly helping me get views, because I just started making videos again on YouTube, and hopefully I can keep growing my audience and expanding my audience. So if there's any questions or comments or anything you guys want to say, or you guys think or you feel free to leave it in the comment box below. And as always, I'm trying to keep you guys informed, but very important information that'll probably help you in buying decisions and help you. I guess you could say this video is meant to help you improve your channel, so videos that can help you improve your channel, improve your life, and I guess you could say, and be able to, and inform you about videos that can offer you the best deals in order to get video games for the lowest possible price. So I'm always trying to offer useful videos with valuable information. But if you enjoy this video, if you have a comment, question, or response, or whatever you want to write in the comments, feel free to leave it below in the comment box below. Thanks for watching this video. Online video game signing on. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.